Hey, what's up, guys? So in this video, I'll talk about how to change your life. I'm gonna try to keep it short, under 5 minutes, but I might go over. So first thing you have to do is change your habits. Each day you have certain habits um, that you choices that you make. Um, so I'm gonna break it down. I'm just not gonna tell you because a lot of other people tell you change your habits, but they don't get to the specifics, right? I'm gonna get to the specifics. So most people when they get up, they choose what to wear for the day, right? Um, they choose what to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They choose if how they spend their money when they go to the grocery store or other products that they might buy. They choose how they interact with people, right? They choose what to do in their free time. Like that's a very important one because our a lot of time you have a set amount of time that's um, like taken up by sleep, by just sleeping, and then there's another section of your time that's already taken up by work. So you see how each day we have a let's just pretend it's 8 hours of sleep, right? Let's just pretend, but it may be more or less. But let's just say pretend it's 8 hours. Then you have another 8 hours at work, right? Let's just pretend it's 8 hours. So now that's 16 hours in the of the 24 hours you have in a day that's already taken up. So now you have 8 hours, 8 more hours, and some of those 8 hours are taken up by cooking, um, choosing what to wear, like the clothing you want to wear, um, laundry, like sort of doing your laundry, making sure that you have clean clothing to wear, um, washing dishes. So it's cooking takes up like you have to actually have clean dishes or clean kitchen tools in order to cook. So you cook, that takes up time. Then you have to wash the dishes. Then eating also takes up time. But I'm not really concerned with the eating process because I actually like to enjoy my food. So that I'm not really concerned. I don't concern myself with that, like with eating fast. I don't eat fast. I try to enjoy my food. So, but it takes. We have to be aware that it takes up time. So you see how 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for work, and then some of the other some of the time, the other 8 hours are have there are things in the last 8 hours that you actually have to do, like laundry, cooking, washing the dishes, eating, um, uh, deciding what to wear, maybe cleaning up your apartment or house, washing your car, going to the gas station and putting in gas. You get the point, right? So the you have 8 hours for sleep, 8 hours for um, working, and then the 8 hours are a lot of the some of the 8 hours, the last 8 hours are taken up by things that you have to do. Like they're kind of a need to do activity. So now you do all. Let's say you work, you sleep 8 hours, and then you do all the stuff that you need, like it's required for you to do, or it's very important. Then when you do all those things, then you have free time. So then you start getting to that free time where you can do whatever you want to do with your time. And so my suggestion and then the way I constructed my life is the things that I have like in the last 4 hours, because I can't really. Um, I mean, I guess you could sleep less, but let's just say that you can't really. I mean, you could sleep less. You could sleep maybe 7 or 6 hours. So in a way, you could get another 2 extra hours in that way. But you have to like try it out for yourself on how many hours of sleep can you get and still feel normal, right? And still be efficient. So that's up to the individual. Um, so you, my strategy is, you see, my strategy is to be more efficient with my time on things that I have to do in the last 8 hours, right? So we already talked about the last 8 hours are the hours where you're mainly home and you have to cook and clean and do laundry and wash your car and stuff like that. I try to be more efficient in those hours. Because my free time is like once I do all those things, right? It starts once I do all those things. So what I've done is um, I've uh, I've set up a sort of a wardrobe in that when I um, when I get up and I choose what to wear, it's already there. It's very simple for me. The T-shirt, the sweater that I might wear, the pants, the shoes. That doesn't take time away from, and I save time. Another thing is meal prepping. I mostly meal prep dinners and lunches, but I'm gonna start experimenting with meal prepping breakfast also. That way, I don't spend time um, cooking every day, and that's gonna give me more time to focus on other things. You see, you wanna you wanna save time for a purpose, right? You wanna save time for a purpose, so that I'll get into that in later on in this video. So I save time by having a set of clothes that I'm gonna wear. I save time by meal prepping. I save time by in laundry also. Um, so I have a system in place where I only do laundry once every 3 or 4 months. And that's not because I wear the same thing over and over again. That's just because I have a lot of clothing, and that's part of the system that I have in place. Um, so I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but it saves me time because I don't have to do laundry every other week or every week. And then I save time by obviously just keeping things clean, um, and and meal prepping actually helps in doing that because if I cook one day, right? I cook one day. I only dirty the dishes once, or dirty the pots and pans once, and then I get like 4 days of not having to clean the pots and pans or the materials that I use to cook. So that saves me time on not having to like just wash the dishes every day. I do it once, and it lasts me like 4 days. Um, so why do you want to be time efficient? You might be asking yourself, why do you want to save time and be efficient in the things that you do? Because if you save time, then that's going to allow you to use that saved time to invest in other areas, like maybe you want to make more money, so that saved time is going to allow you to invest more time in researching on ways to make more money, or maybe you want to just be entertained more, right? Just like maybe watch you want to have more entertainment in your life. So maybe that save time will allow you to watch another movie, an extra movie. Instead of just watching one movie, you'll watch two. You can do whatever you want because you saved that time. Um, so those are just a couple of examples. But you can use it for whatever you want because it's your time. You can use it however, it's free. Some of your time's already used up for other things, but when you create that free time, you can use it however you want. So that's uh, that's basically it. And when people say they want to change their life, a lot of times they're talking about changing their financial life, how much money they make. So just use that free time that you're creating to change your financial life, because you're gonna need free time in order to change your financial what is it, financial status, I guess, or condition, in order to make more money. um, it doesn't, if you don't have any free time, it'll be very difficult for you to make more money. Like if all you do is go to work, let's say you work two full-time jobs, right? So that's 8 and 8, and then you just come home and go to sleep. You don't have any time to grow, like to even think about your next move. So it's hard to increase your money when you don't even have time to think about how you're gonna do it. So that's why it's important to be efficient in the time that you have, um, and then that way you can use that time to either um, use it in a way to research for a skill, or for a skill that'll pay you more, or you can also use it if you want to. If you're already making money, use it to learn about things that you might enjoy doing, like experiences, or other things that might be beneficial to you. So that's why it's important to be aware of your habits, daily habits, be more efficient in the daily habits that you have, or or just be more efficient in general in order to save time, and then use that save time to increase your quality of life in many different ways. But I do want to say this: for myself, I try not to be efficient in things that I enjoy doing. What I mean by that is, the only reason I'm efficient in doing laundry, while I try to be efficient in the laundry process, is because I don't enjoy doing laundry is not something that I enjoy doing. It's not something that I look forward to. It's not an experience that I enjoy. Like, it's not an experience that I enjoy doing, like that I look forward to, or even that I get something out of, right? I don't get anything out of doing laundry, like information or wisdom or those type of things. So I try to be efficient in doing laundry because of that. But there's other areas where I'm not really worried about being efficient, and one of those areas is actually eating, like the actual process of eating, right? Um, I'm not a person that's gonna eat fast. I try to enjoy my food, um, and I just try to enjoy my food the best way that I can. Like I chew my food, and I'm not trying to hurry up in order to finish up eating. I feel like that's an experience that I'm not really trying to be efficient in, because I enjoy doing it. So what I enjoy doing, I'm not really concerned with being efficient in. Um, but other areas that I don't feel like I enjoy doing, or that I don't get nothing out of, like no information out of, or no wisdom, or no nothing, then I can be efficient in those areas. the same thing applies to like the cooking process. I mean, there are things that you might get out of the cooking process, like learning how to cook and being a better cook. But if I already have a recipe in place, right? If I already have a recipe in place and I just want to cook it, and I want the food to last me 3 or 4 days, I just want to get done with like just do the recipe, cook the food, um, put it in these containers, have it stored in my fridge, and then just have it ready for me to eat. Um, Once I have the recipe ready, obviously there's like times where I might be cooking and I might be experimenting. Those are different times, but I'm just talking about like when you have a recipe and you already know what you're gonna cook. You just want to cook it, put it in the containers, and have it ready. You want to be efficient when you do that. Um, so yeah, that's I think that might be it for this video. I mean, I have other things to say, but I'll probably say them in other videos. So that's it. I'll see you guys in another one.